Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Living Divinity. I want to begin by thanking God for the opportunity to read these cards for you, to talk about finding healing, seeking our path, and getting on our journey. Without you, there's no need for me to be here, so thank you so much. Those who have subscribed, who have been with me from the beginning to now, thank you very much. So let's begin. I have some handwritten cards from my box there, and these are the messages. You crossed paths for a specific reason. They see you as a gift from God. Black crows, she talks to angels. So there might be some lyrics in it that might resonate with you. Grandma was in my life for many reasons. Reasons others will never understand. Dell, this is a card for me, but it might resonate with you. Another song by heart. All I want to do is make love to you. I see justice with you, success with you, with love and abundance. It's one thing to accept a wrongdoing. It's another thing to punish yourself. New beginning with love and excellent opportunities brings you stability and a good loving foundation. When you tell someone thank you, say it from your heart. So, the person I would like to thank today would be my mother. I was only blessed to have her in my life for almost 12 years of my life, my first 12 years of my life. She left way too early for me, and I guess she's up in heaven, and I'm sure she is actually, but why I said guess, it was the right time for her. So we all have done things we're not proud of. We shouldn't beat ourselves up over it. When we realize what we've done, how it's negatively impacted another, we could say we're sorry, but the actions have to match the words. And it's hard because sometimes the door opens suddenly and everything seems just right, and then that person closes the door on you. What are you supposed to think about that? How are you supposed to feel about that? For me, I just find it as I need to accept it. And if that person ever wants to open the door again, well, hopefully my door's still open. And it's going to depend upon who it is and what the situation is and how you're feeling and what you're going through in your own life at that particular time. So realize that if that's where you're at, that you got to keep moving. And sometimes people will want you to beg for their attention. Some people will want you to go the extra mile. And there's nothing wrong with giving into a relationship, but if it's only going one way, well, then it's a one-way relationship, a giver and a taker, with no equal give and take between the two. So, my angel numbers today are going to be 4, which is, there's a cup that's handed to you and you're turning away from it for whatever reasons. This could be you or someone you're thinking of. Possibly they're turning away that cup of love because maybe you've offered it in the past and and things didn't pan out, so they're fearful that it might happen again. And the other thing too is, this person could be mirroring how you feel. So say if it was me and things didn't go the way I planned or what I thought or how I felt, and that person enters my life again, I'm going to, even though maybe I don't talk about it, I'm going to fear that it's going to happen again. But I have to get past that fear, and I have to try, right? I have to put my best foot forward. And if that person doesn't feel the same way, then, I have to accept it. I have to accept that that person's in a different place in their life, and it's not matching up where it is in my life. So this could be a child, this could be a sibling, this could be a parent, this could be a relationship like a boyfriend-girlfriend kind of thing, or it could be a friendship, whatever this is for you. The Four of Cups says someone is offering a cup of love, and maybe God's giving that cup of love, and that person that God's reaching out to has not gone through all the healing to accept that cup of love. The next is the Five of Coins. Five of Coins is not a good place to be. You see, there's a skeleton on there. There's no growth. You see those branches, there's no growth on it. It's like everything's burned up. So this could be a physical or a state of mind. It could be your spiritual, not you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It could be the person you're thinking of, or that person could make you feel this way. Five of Coins, lacking, not having enough, having the hopes or finding the hopes that things will change, and struggling. Okay, so the first card was Four of Cups, now we have Five of Coins, and then we have Nine of Coins. So that is having all your material needs met. You have a surplus. So I just recognize this. We have a 4 and we have a 5. So 4 and 5 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18, and it reduces down to 9. So that's going to be our angel number today, 459. But it kind of tells me that wherever someone is right now, that cup of love they turned away has put them into this position. And had they not turned it away, this person could possibly been blessed with the 9 of Coins. Could be this person is going through this right now, and when they walk away, they get a blessing of that. So it's going to be different for everybody. Next, I pulled a handful of cards. Not a handful, but some cards out of the Mermaid. Messages from the Mermaids. So you take it as it resonates for you. You apply what you think you need in your own life. So the first card is we have patience. I say, be patient. You could be waiting on someone to enter your life. You could have told this person how you felt. You could have prayed that, God, when is this coming through? Everything's on divine timing. And whether it's for you or not for you, I suggest that you say a prayer to God. God, what is my future like? How can I see it? How can I change how I'm currently living? That would be like a single status, or it could be maybe you're in a relationship and things aren't working out and you're trying to have patience. So it's going to be different for everybody. So patience with your current lot, but know that you have the ability, the tools within, to change or add to your current position. Always speak the truth. Never take something and twist it, especially the truth in anything. You could be working at a bank and you could have saw something that was irregular and you're not reporting it, and then the bank gets robbed. You have a certain due diligence to speak the truth. It could be same thing if you work for a retail company and you see people stealing. Are you going to turn a blind eye because of who they are, or what are you going to fear? Are you going to fear that you won't be believed? It could be in a relationship. Your spouse asks you for $300 to go shopping, and you find out your spouse is taking that money and using it on someone else, whether it's a third party, or it's not being used for what the reasons why you asked for that money, or they asked for that money. So always stand in your truth. The truth will always set you free. The truth will always, protect you. It's people have certain situations where, they're being ostracized. They're being people are turning against this person because of lies and deceit. Sooner or later, that the truth is going to come out. So you can't really argue. You can, but you're just matching their energy, and it's not worth losing your energy. That's not a exchange of energy that's worth anything. The truth eventually will come out. Let them talk. Let them tell lies about you. Let them try to turn people away from you. And again, sooner or later, the truth will come out and you will be vindicated. Turning away, okay? Turning away from those that don't tell the truth about you or about a situation. People tend to, tell the big story of the big fish that was caught. Yet it was only 12 inches long, but the story that they tell you, it was 3 foot long. You just have to turn away from those who are part of that, I call it the peanut gallery, or the whatever, that they're always chit-chatting about someone else and not paying attention to the things happening in their own life. You hear so much about, they're so busy talking about her that they are not spending any energy on their children. Their children are just running amok, and that's not important to them, although it should be important to them, but they're busy talking about someone else. So turn away from negativity. To contemplate. What are you contemplating? Are you contemplating on how to add into yourself? Are you contemplating adding into a relationship? Maybe you're with someone and you want to have more children, or you want to have your first child, and maybe that person doesn't, or maybe that person hasn't even thought about it. But you're contemplating how you are going to approach whatever the situation is. It could be kid, it could be finances, it could be marriage, it could be a divorce, it could be going on vacation, it could be buying a house. Whatever it is, the time that you need to contemplate is the time you need to contemplate. Dreaming is the next one. Never let anyone stop you from dreaming. Never let anyone tell you you can't have that because it's just a dream. Never allow anyone to crush the dreams that you have. And dreams are usually good, right? It's the nightmares that are bad. So daydreaming, night dreaming, you keep your own dreams alive and follow your own path. If you have to go into solitude to reestablish, sometimes you get so involved in your work and you're a workaholic and you become very close friends with the people around you. You become like part of their family. You become a different person because you have to sometimes bend and change to fit in. Sometimes you have to go into solitude. I've been in solitude for 6 years coming up. And finding myself was the best thing. And if people are going to be in my life, they're going to be in my life. If they're not, I just have to accept that and keep moving. If I'm alone till the day I die, I'm never alone because God is always with me. I thank God in the morning. I thank God at my meals. I thank God for crossing intersections that could really be kind of dangerous. I thank God that my dog is healthier. I thank God that my health is better. I thank God I have a roof over my head. I thank God that I have the opportunity to read for all of you. The future, see your future. Live in the present. Be happy with who you are in this present moment. But see yourself in the future. What can I add or subtract to make my future the best for me? How can I change what I'm doing now? For example, you might work, I don't know, at a grocery store. You might work at the post office. If you want to have advancements, what can I do to advance myself? How can I shine above the others? In this world, this current world is way different than 40 years ago. 40 years ago, you actually got promotions by merit, by doing good work. You actually got a job because of your background. Everything seems to be a little bit twisted, but anyways, I see my future as being very successful here. I see my future as expanding into other areas of spiritual healing. I see my future of taking so much of my time and spending it living in gratitude, being thankful, not seeing myself as a burden. I was actually raised to feel like I'm a burden to others. What set me free? What set me free was the night that I stood up in my bed. I said, all right, God, I'm ready to take the leap of faith. How can I forget what God did for me that night? What God has really, He's been there with me my whole life. That's through the prayers of my ancestors. That I will be strong. I could stand alone. I don't care about pleasing others. I do my job the best that I can. And I appreciate everything that God has gifted me. And I've gone through a lot of changes. So I see my future as very beautiful. I see that I don't need to be afraid to die. Dying is a part of life. I hope to live to be in my 80s or 90s or even touch 100. But that's not for me to worry about. It's not, God's going to take me when God's going to take me. My personal journey is to be of service to others. I've always tried to give the best advice. However, some people really didn't deserve it. Some people really just made it their own ideas. And they try to play it off like it was their thoughts and it was their vision. When I gave them the vision, I gave them the how to do. And it's not that they owed me anything. But maybe I shouldn't have told them how to be successful. Maybe I should have kept that to myself until I felt like there was an even exchange of energy. I don't know, but that's a big story. I'll have to tell you that one day. Anyways, believe in miracles. Believe that there are miracles coming to you. If you believe that it's a miracle you woke up today, if you believe it's a miracle that you have a roof over your head, that you have a job, you have a vehicle to take you to and from your work, you possess within you the tools to change your life, if that's what you want to do, to add on to your life, to enrich your life through the power of your prayers, the faith, the trust in the Lord, that He always comes through. It is divine timing, and it's always on time. Be the light of others. Be the light to others, I should say. Encourage people to do better. Don't be one of those that say, you're dreaming, that's never going to happen. Those people that have said that to me, or said it behind my back, well, I've been doing this channel for a short period of time, and it's not something I want to give up easily. So I continue to try to be the light to others, to let them know it's okay for you to be different. It's okay to be a chosen one. It's okay to speak of how God has touched your life. It's okay to tell stories of how you had the devil on your left shoulder and the angel on your right shoulder, and that you chose the right side of God. Okay, so we're 23 minutes in. I pulled a handful of cards out of the Psychic Tarot. So again, whatever resonates for you, resonates. Whatever doesn't, put it to the side. Apply whatever the cards are telling you on your personal level of how it fits into your life. Okay, so the first one is love begins. You got two hands holding the same cup. There's a rainbow. There's a growth, right? The trees, they look fresh. They look like springtime. There's a reflection. There's flowers. Beautiful card. How is it that you are going to make love begin in your life? Self-love, reaching out to someone that you've been missing, loving your life again, appreciating your ancestors, appreciating where you came from. And the thing is about families is none of us are perfect. Even though in my family there's a lot of toxic people, I still love all of them. I would never say I hate that person. I might say I hate what they've done, but I'll never say I hate that person. When you act like that, when you make these statements, your tongue is very powerful. If you say, God, I wish you'd just die and go crawl underneath a rock. You know, you're not going to have good things coming in your life. You're going to have, I don't know, negativity. I hate to even think about that. But the one thing I can tell you is my mom used to tell me when I was little, when you grow up and you have a daughter, she's going to treat you worse than, or she's going to treat you just as bad as how you treat me. My mom died when I was 11, almost 12. I told her one time I hated her. And that's she slapped me and she says, don't ever say that. And then shortly after, I was at my grandma's house. That's my mom's mom. And she said, you never tell anyone that you hate them. You could say, I hate what you've done, but never tell anyone that you hate them. So I had a really nice grandma who told me a lot of good things. And, through trial and error and trial and tribulations, I've learned a lot of things that resonate with, these little catchphrases that she has told me when I was young. Okay. Next we have fertility. So divine feminine comes out. She is connected. She has an aura about her. She has a ring of protection around her. This could be you or someone you're thinking about. This divine feminine can grow things. That's why she's fertility. Fertile. She is the one that brings life into the world. Not just by childbearing, but through her heart space. She can, cook a good meal. She can keep a tidy home. She cares about herself. She cares about her well-being. She loves herself, so she can share all of this with all of you, right? But she's not afraid to say, hey, I'm going to love you from a distance. If you're going to try to get through my protection of peace and harmony, that's where I say, I'll just love you from a distance, right? Victory and success, whoever you are, whatever you're trying to work on, keep going, don't stop. Victory and success is yours. When malicious activity or intent, when deceit and hate, when all those negative things are not part of your thought process, you've already received a victory. You've already shown the good Lord that you can change your mindset, even though maybe you grew up in a harsh environment and you had terrible things that happened to you. God sees to it that you have everything within. You have all the tools within to heal yourself. That in itself is a victory and success. You can count the victories every day if you look for them. You can say, hey, I made it to work on time. That was a success. I processed this many orders. I cooked this many meals. I provided for these amount of people, right? I service these people. Again, choose your higher self for your decision making, and you'll find yourself with victory and success. And you keep working, and you focus on you, and don't allow people to be a time waster in your life, and don't be a time waster of your own life. Spiritual union. This is a couple. Is there someone out there that's supposed to be coming to you? Are you supposed to be reaching out to someone else? It's a spiritual union that, a girlfriend of mine told me that about who she felt her twin flame was, her true love. And that he stopped by out of the blue. And she was single at the time, and, he wanted to be with her. But she's like, I'm not just going to be with you. You just drop back into my life. And she said he went off and he's remarried now. I can only imagine when do they still think about each other? Do they still wonder what their life would be? I mean, like, does he think about her? Does she think about him in that manner? Or are they just forgotten? How can you forget true love? I can't imagine forgetting. And it's true that you love who you love. Because I love Tom, and Tom loves someone else, it doesn't mean that it's not true love. You have to, like for me, if the person was Tom, I love Tom so much that I will not be deceitful. I will not lie to him to try to reel him back. I will not perpetuate things that are untrue. The true love, you have to let them go. And if they come back into your life and you're available, if you're free, if you're not attached to anyone else. If you're dating someone else, that's different. If you're dating someone else, or he's dating, or she's dating, if they come back and, all right, let me start. If that was me and I was with Tom and I freely let Tom go, if Tom decides that he's going to free himself up, I then have the choice to receive Tom or to reject Tom. So where does that lie in true love? True love is as far as that you as an individual takes it. 10 years later, I've actually heard of couples that divorced for 20 years and the wife talked mess about her ex-husband, and then her husband that she remarried died. She went right back to him. He booted out his longtime girlfriend and rekindled, and I don't know if remarried his first one. So love, true love, is as far as both parties allow it to go together. Otherwise they're separate. Maybe they'll always be separate. And it's going to be different for everyone. I believe that there are going to be many in 2024 that are part of the chosen that will be guided for the spiritual union. They will have a firm foundation when they come together. And they've both learned to fight temptation. Again, that's going to be different for everybody. And we're 34 minutes in. Let's see. Let me take a sip of my coffee real quick. So I'm listening to 528 Hertz, the love frequency. Heal the past and manifest abundance, love, and harmony. And it's on YouTube. It's a self-healing for the collective. So I have a dozen or more cards from the Archangel. So I'm going to read these to you and just move forward for the angel number, which is 459. Okay. Page of Michael. Truthful, perceptive, analytical, blunt. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts, or documents very thoroughly. The leap of faith. Archangel Metatron. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. The leap of faith, right? Another ace, Ace of Ariel. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, or support. A change in job or a promotion. 18. We get the moon quite some, and I believe these people who are twin flames who are not together, when the moon is out, of course, if you live halfway around the world, the moon's going to be out different than the other person or whatnot, but they go out and they talk to the moon. They are energetically connected. They receive. One receives. Okay, so let's see. There's creativity and then there's receptivity. So I believe it's the female that is creativity, like the yin and the yang, yin and yang, and then the male receives. So whatever changes for the better, or I guess for the worse, hopefully the divine feminine is stepping up her game, and she's making changes in her life. And when the divine masculine receives this information, most likely energetically, he wants to match his divine feminine, so he'll go through and make the changes. So if she's closed everybody out, that puts her down, he will also close everybody out. That puts him down. Like if he's sharing how he feels about the connection, and those people don't have an understanding of it, because not everyone gets to be chosen for this type of connection. So he's probably heard all the words, it's all in your mind, you're going crazy, you're overthinking, forget about her. You have 10 women that are on your phone right now that are all texting you, and they all want you. Why would you give up this single life for this one? Okay, so if you're the divine masculine, there's only one for you. If you choose to stay in the lower masculinity, then you'll have a dozen, and next week you'll have another dozen, and then next year or the next week or whatever, you might have an STD that's incurable. Would you, is it really worth the risk of your self-preservation to do this self-destruction, this act of sharing your energy with so many different people? You are lowering your, let's see, how's that? If you stay by yourself, if you are single, your energy is more pure. When you're out and about and you're sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, it dilutes your energy sort of chemical makeup, because they say whoever you slept with, if you've slept with 10 men, put it where it fits. If you slept with 10 men and those 10 men slept with 10 women and those 10 women slept with 10 men, you're already in the thousands. So this spiritual quest that God is asking divine feminine and divine masculine to do is to cleanse themselves, to heal themselves, so that they will be able to easily fight temptation, because they already know that their goal together outweighs any temptation out there, and their journey together is spiritual, and The journey that God has for them is just for them. And there's no room to have this union spoiled or tainted. So it is important to go into solitude. It is important to ask for your spiritual cleansing, mental cleansing. That means, it's like porn, right? A lot of people like watching porn when they're younger. And I don't know, I guess some people do as they get older. But the truth of that is, porn is an industry around greed, around sex, around exploiting a male or a female or both. And it is dirtying minds. It is making people have perverted thoughts. Okay? So, as a person watching porn, I have to say to myself, there's many men or women who are tricked into this industry. How can I support it by, why would I want to support that? Why would I want to buy their tapes? Why would I want to pay for the pay-per-view? Why would I, if that was my daughter or my son, would I want them doing that? The answer is no, because they're diluting their self-worth. Okay. Next we have another ace, the Ace of Michael. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Five of Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. And everything that happens that is bad, there's something good about it that you have to use your heart and your mind, and you have to balance that out so that you can release a tragedy of some sort. Go back to my mom dying. What's the silver lining? The silver lining is I was blessed to have her come to the foot of my bed after she died. I was blessed to energetically connect with her. I was blessed to know that even though she's gone, it's only in the physical. When a person dies, their spirit is released from the body that holds them. Epiphany. Joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. Three of Ariel. Do what you love, a time of great personal growth, and your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. Six of Michael. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So I actually have dreams of going back to Hawaii. And, if God, I told my VA lady, I'm going to live by faith. If God wants me to be back in Hawaii, that's where I'll be. I lived on Oahu for 13 years. It may be there or it may be another island. God hasn't really shown me. But, I did say a prayer that I love Hawaii weather, and I love the clean air and the people. When you get around the right group of people, they are not non-judgmental. They don't care what you wear. They don't care if you're a little bit funny or goofy or laughing. They enjoy to laugh as well. So there are people there that I feel like are part of my soul tribe who enjoy conversations, enjoy adult conversations, not who did who and what happened there. And, it's about finding a good connection. A good connection could be anybody. It could be just a girlfriend that I've never lost connection with. It could be people that I used to jive with really good, who I could hit the club, not the club, but just like a bar and have a couple drinks. But I've never been a heavy drinker. But all those people that I associated with outside of work, they were always gracious to me. They were always friendly. They were always nice. They looked after me, right? And I looked after them. So, changing your life, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. 10 of Gabriel, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. 3 of Michael, release the past. You will grow from the situation. Time heals all wounds. The star. So we had the moon, now we have the star. A dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. So someone might be going through a bad thing right now. It could be anything. It could be someone's spouse in the hospital and they pass on, or someone with their spouse in the hospital who becomes paraplegic. It could be the difficult time could be anything. The difficult time could be not getting along with the people you hang out with, no longer wanting to snort those lines that are put in front of you. It's not that difficult, actually. That happened to me, and back in the day, I really partied, not excessively. I mean, I still kept a roof over my head, and I still went to work, and I still maintained my house and all that, but it was a waste of money. It was a quick high. There was something I was missing, and what I was missing was God's love. So one of the first steps I took was, it was put in front of me. I said, nah, I'm good. And I slid it over. And then everybody looked at me like I was crazy because I was choosing not to fit in that group anymore. I had my fun. I partied for 10 years. When I turned 27, I said, I've done this for 10 years. There's no more enjoyment out of it. I've had plenty of fun. I don't regret my past. I don't regret any of my past because whatever has happened for a reason, to help me grow, to help me learn, to help me take the wisdom into my future. Okay. And the last card we have is the Chariot. Determination and self-control. Career advancement. Acknowledgement of success by others. So I just want to tell you, I only have 440 something subscribers, but that's not even the point of the matter. The point of the matter is I'm taking control of my life. I'm trying to help others. I'm more balanced than I've ever been in my whole life. I have the ability to focus on myself. I know that God has other things for me, including this. I know that no matter what I do, if I choose right, things will work out. And the fact that I've always chosen to be like an overachiever, to do the best job, the fastest way, streamlining my tenacity regarding work has definitely grown. And my knowledge of other people and how they will try to pull you back, how they try to hold you back, how they'll try to tell you, you're dreaming, it's never going to happen. Well, here I am on the channel. It's happening. Okay, so don't let anybody ever tell you you can't do something you want to do. Now, I'm not a millionaire, you know. And I'm not saying I want to be a millionaire. I'm going to be whatever God wants me to be, you know. I'm going to be whatever God has intended for me. And it does take a certain amount of energy to make anything happen in life. The one thing I will not do is hate anybody or talk negative about any other in a malicious way. And when I say that, it's like, if I talk about something negative that happened that's actually truthful, then it would benefit anybody when the results are processed, right? You know, it's like I said earlier, people who ostracize, they are actually afraid of that person that they're ostracizing. They want them out of the picture because of their own insecurities. They will lie, they will cheat, they will say whatever, do whatever to try to make that person feel like they don't matter. But guess what? Anybody on these streets can try to make me feel that way, because it's never going to happen. You know, my ancestors are with me. God is with me. I am never alone. Okay? So, it takes so much energy to hate. And if you look at people, that's not even so. Let's say it takes more energy to hate than it does to love, because love is free-flowing, love is easy. Hating, it gets your stress up. That person's always in your mind. You're always trying to think of, how can I screw that person over? How can I get them to move out of this little town? How can I, all that ricochets back. You know, I've had people say negative things about me, and then something happens in their own family. So yeah, they're around here saying I'm a witch, and that I'm doing it because they don't want to be known to be the ones who are actually casting these negative words out to the universe. I say prayers. I say I love everybody. If I have to love you at a distance, so be it. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt me if I'm alone, because I'm never alone. And eventually God will give me the people in my path that are like-minded. Those are the only people I really want to be with. People who are like-minded. People who, can not judge others. Those who just keep trying to love others and be understanding. And those that have boundaries. Those that, have a structure in their life. Okay, so 459 is going to be the angel number, and I hope it's not long, because I don't want to lose you guys on this reading. So what I might do is just read portions of it. Four, 5, 9. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to read it all, I think. Here it comes. Number 459 is a combination of the vibrations and energies of number 4 and the attributes of number 5 and the influences of number 9. Number 4 brings the strong influence of personal willpower and effort, patience, discipline, traditional values, stability, and ability, building solid foundations and working determinedly and diligently towards achieving goals. Number 4 also relates to the energies of the archangels. Number 5 resonates with making life choices and important changes, adaptability and versatility, resourcefulness, motivation, and idealism. Number 5 also relates to individuality, courage, and doing things your own way. Number 9 denotes endings and conclusions and relates to the universal spiritual laws, a higher perspective, the concept of karma, leading life as a positive example for others, benevolence and altruism, a higher perspective, humanitarianism, and light working. Angel number 459 brings a message that the work you have been doing has prompted important life changes that bring you in direct alignment with your life mission as a light worker. The angels have guided you to make positive life changes, and these will ensure that you have all that you need and that you are in the right place at the right time to serve humanity as your soul dictates. The path is clear for you to live your life as a positive example for others to follow. Go along with the flow of these changes and trust that they are for your long-term benefit and that of those you serve. These changes will provide the answers to your prayers. When you go through behavioral changes and transitions as a result of your spiritual path, it is an opportunity for you to be a teacher to others. The best way to teach love and peace is to demonstrate it through your actions and be loving and peaceful. Angel number 459 encourages you to work diligently on your life purpose with confidence, passion, and enthusiasm. That's the end of our reading, people. If no one has told you today that you are loved, I love you. And be thankful. Be thankful for your life, no matter what you're going through. Be grateful. And, every time you thank God for every little thing, He actually hears you. He actually hears you and appreciates you. Oh my God, I think that's a car accident. God bless. I'm going to go see what happened outside. God bless you.